Now it's time to dive in and start exploring how to create our own watch faces. The best way to start is to look at some of the existing samples and see how they work. So go to File, Import Sample, and type in watch face. You can create this with all the default values. If you expand the wearable project, you'll see there are many services defined here. The sample actually includes more than one watch face, and we'll see how they're defined shortly and what they do. So now you should build and install the application side to the phone, and click the green play button, and then also build and install the wearable side as well. Note that you won't be able to select a default activity because neither of these contain one. So let's run this and see what it looks like now on the watch. On the watch, we can select a watch face by pressing and holding on the current watch face. You'll then see a selector appear. If you scroll to the right, you'll see Sample Analog. Select that. You'll see it shows the time with hands and ticking seconds. Now let's select Sample Sweep. This one is very similar to the Sample Analog, except you'll notice the second hand has a smooth sweeping motion. This refreshes much faster than once per second to achieve this smooth motion. Now let's select Sample Card Bounds. This one's not meant to be used as a watch face, but it's meant to be used to help you visualize the dimensions of the peak card. Now let's select Sample Tilt. This is implemented using OpenGL and shows how you can apply arbitrary 3D rotations to a watch face. Now let's select Sample Calendar. This is interesting because it actually looks at the calendar on your phone and determines how many meetings you have coming up and presents that in a watch face. So this is an example of how you can implement awareness about your user's schedule as part of a watch face. Let's go to Sample Digital. You'll notice this one has a little gear icon underneath. This allows you to actually configure the watch face locally from an activity. So let's select a red background. Now interestingly, we can also go to the phone and start up the Android Wear companion app. You'll see that Sample Digital is selected here too, and there's also a little gear icon. You can click on that, and there are more configuration options available for the watch. You'll see how the red background that we selected earlier is shown here. This sample actually uses the Data API to synchronize the selections between the phone and the wearable. So you can make changes on either side, like adjusting the text color here or the background here.